Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. This is Jim Sports Cards. My name's Jim, so let's talk some sports cards. In today's video, what we will be doing is either going through my personal collection and my top 10 cards I have at the moment, or I'll be going through my PSA grading submissions that I'm submitting myself. I left it over to you guys on Instagram to decide, and well, the votes were quite similar. So, you know what, we'll do both. Let's see what I've got to show you. So, let's get straight into it. What I'm going to show you first is the cards that I am personally submitting off to PSA through obviously my own grading service that I'm going to get graded. These cards are a mixture of NBA and NFL. Some of them are for my personal collection, very few. Some are long-term holds, some are medium-term holds, some I'm looking to flip as soon as I get them graded. As I go through each card, I'll tell you all about the card and exactly what I plan to do with them. So, I'll bring them into shot here. We have our nice stack. Quite a few cards. This is going into our base submission. So this is taking between 4 to 6 months at the moment. So that's what I'm expecting to have these cards come back as. I'm not in any rush to have them back. They're just nice to have graded. So we will start off straight into the video with the first card to be graded, which is a Jefferson Green Prism. Ooh, that is a beauty. The way the light hits that is gorgeous. Justin Jefferson is one of my favourite players at the moment. Having a NFL team that doesn't win very often is tough, like the Vikings. But when you've got a rookie that almost won Rookie of the Year, it kind of makes it okay. You'll see some more of him in this lovely stack of mags that I've got over here. In my personal collection that I'll get graded at some point, but not yet. But this one is definitely going off to get graded. Looks immaculate under the light. Centering is absolutely bang on. And I can't wait to get this card back. Next up, we go into the NBA. That's the only NFL card I'm grading this time around. Into the NBA, and we go into the 2018-2019 draft class. And first up in the Optic Shock category, we've got a Michael Porter Jr. rookie card. Optic Shock. Now, I have to admit, back in November or December last year, I went a bit overboard and basically bought one Optic Shock of 8 or 9 or 10 rookies from that year. So in my personal collection, I do have a Trey and a Luka. Those won't be seen today. But those are long-term holds in my opinion. Michael Porter Jr., I'm not saying he's not a long-term hold. I'm not saying he's a short-term flip. He's just one of those guys that I'd rather have the flexibility. I'd rather be able to, if I see he's not doing it for me, I'd rather be able to sell it rather than have it raw in my hands like I am now. The shock design is so clean. With a card like this, it is very normal for it to have print lines from the factory. Luckily, PSA don't grade too harshly on these, typically. I've seen some wild 10s with thick black print lines on them. But under the naked eye, to me, this card doesn't have any. So I got very lucky with this one. It's an absolute beauty. Ooh, look at that. And continuing the theme of the Optic Shocks, we are going with another player which, again, same reasons as MPJ. I'm not sure he's about the business yet. I'm not sure if he's the bee's knees. So I want to get him graded anyway. That is Triple J, Jaron Jackson Jr. Now, admittedly, we have not seen a lot of him at all. But what we have seen is very promising. Same design, same Optic Shock. Looks so clean. My favourite design by far of any Optic. Ah, just the rainbow, the way it ripples off. Incredible. Big fan. So now we move slightly into the 2019-20 class, sorry. And he was one of my favourites last year. He's taken a bit of a dip this year, which is why I'm in a bit more of a rush to grade him. And that is none other than Cam Reddish. This is his Optic card. One of my favourite designs from that year, so last year's 2019-20, is the Fnatic Silver Wave. I feel like the Teamall Gold Wave and the Teamall Red Wave just make an unofficial trio. And it'd be great to get all three, but I'm definitely not trying to do that. I'm just trying to get this into focus. Come on, Cam. Come on. Get into focus for me. Oh, well, he's not liking the focus. But you can see the silver wave. Looks beautiful on the card. Centering looks beautiful as well. Very excited to have that one slabbed up. Continuing the Cam theme, we go over to his Prism. This is his Prism Hyper. Now, this one is very similar to the Optic Shocks, where there have been a lot of occasions of print lines. This does have 1 or 2. Hopefully, it comes back at least a 9. I'm not expecting a 10 on this one, to be honest. But the Hyper design is so underrated. Everyone loves the silver design, with fair reason, because silver is also very nice. But the Hyper design is just something else. Now, moving on to some PC cards, which I hopefully aim to flip, because I want to make a bigger purchase. I want to get an autograph of this player, which, if you know about cards for this player, very hard to obtain. And that is none other than Mr. Bet on Yourself, Steady Freddie Van Vliet. So he doesn't have very many rookie cards being undrafted. So this is his rookie silver Prism. No, it doesn't have a rookie card logo because it's not technically a rookie card. But this is his first Prism. So the closest you can get. This silver design, every silver design looks immaculate, and it just shines so well off the page. Off the card. So hopefully I can get this back alongside the red, white and blue. The two of them together just look beautiful. My aim is, with these ones, get these graded, then I can trade my way up and trade up to a Fred Van Vliet autograph. I might not be able to let these go when they're back graded, but that's the plan anyway. That's the idea. Next up, we have 1, 2, 3 cards, all from the same player. Which one do we go for first? We'll go for the right one first. I think we'll go right and middle, actually, because I think they're the same. Both are from Canada's finest, SGA Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's playing incredibly for the Thunder at the moment. He is going to be an absolute star. His prices boomed before the season. Like they'd gotten before then, and they've taken a bit of a dip now. I love this guy. And with the draft picks I expect them to have, he's only going one way. Here I've got 2 of his base cards. Nothing crazy. Both are in very, very, very tip-top condition. So hopefully I can turn these into 10s and flip them into something better. Last Shai I've got, you've probably guessed is one of my favourites, is the red, white and blue. Just the shine, that Prism shine. It looks impeccable. Ooh-wee! What a beauty that is. So 3 shades in total, and the last card that I'm submitting in the base submission is Mr. Ice Trae Young. Nice optic card, just the base optic. I've got more Trae, as you can see over here, but this Trae is not leaving my possession. I have big hopes for Trae, so I am in no rush to grade that. I am in no rush to pay £75 to grade it. I am happy to wait, because that card is not leaving me. This card, however, might. We'll see. I want to have the option, you know. I want to have some flexibility. So the last card from that one is the Trae Young Optic. Now, from my Express, let me just go and grab them. I have 2 cards from a man that is killing the game right now. His field goal percentage is unbelievable. His dunk attempts and his shots at the rim are off the charts. Unseen since Shaq. You guessed it yet? It is none other than Zion Williamson. Here I have his base Prism, a very expensive card going for over $500 at the moment. And quite rightly so. I am incredibly high on Zion. I think he really is that generational talent that everyone thought he would be coming out of college. No one has an answer for him on the defensive end. It's scary to watch, it's fun to watch, and I cannot wait to see what he does with his career. So we've got the Zion going to the Express, and we have probably the only good card I've ever pulled in my own box or a break is another Zion. And this came out of a Mosaic Mega Box, which is actually behind me. I've got it up there. And it is the Silver Mosaic, or the Mosaic variant. This card is a beauty. And quite frankly, this card, I have no plans to sell ever because it's the first good card I personally ever packed. I just want it graded. I just want it looking nice. And with the Zion, I don't ever expect to sell that the way I think he's going to go. But if he ends up like Blake Griffin and shoots his knee out, unfortunately, you never know. So it's nice to have that flexibility. And that is my submissions off to PSA this month. So now we've gone through those, drop in the comments and tell me which one of those cards is your favourite and which one you'd most like to have in a PSA 10. So now we can go into my top 10 cards in my personal collection. These are in no particular order, apart from the last card, which is the favourite card in my collection at the moment. Subject to change. My opinions change all the time. Hopefully, this list changes all the time because it gets better and better. But we have a big old stack of mags here. Look at that. Ooh. We have exactly 10 mags here. My best cards and my PC cards go into mags. So let's dive straight into it. First up, we have a numbered 225, as you can see there. 3 of 25, Justin Jefferson, RPA from Phoenix, number to 25. Purple on the card, purple on the jersey, and even a little bit of purple on the patch as well. One of my favourite players. I've got his jersey in my closet. It's such a nice card, and I got this card back when it was around £60, way back at the start of the season. Now I believe it's worth about $250. So that's one. The second card was very kindly sold to me by a member of the Buzzer Beater community. So if you don't know who they are, Buzzer Beater cards are a breaking group over on Facebook. I'll leave their link in the description. And one of the guys that runs it, Martin, actually sold me this card. The second he packed it, he sent me a message saying, I know you're a Vikings fan. Do you want it? And within 2 days, it was in my hands. So thank you, Martin. Numbered, another Justin Jefferson, numbered 41 of 75. And this is his Obsidian Orange Etch Auto. Just the shine of it. I love Justin Jefferson's autograph. The double J's resonate with me very well. And what a card. What a card. Should have been Rookie of the Year. I'm quite happy it's not because his price has stayed a bit lower. So now we go into the basketball and we've got 3 players in this. We've got a stack of players here. We've got a stack of players here. And we've got my number 1 card here. Pre the logo. So these are all basketball cards. And if you know me, you know my 3 main players are, as seen on the background, let's get those into focus. OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam. Those are the 2. Those 2. I obviously collect all other types as well, but those 2 are my main guys. And here we have 3 OG Anunoby rookie Prism cards, and I'll take you through them one by one. So first of all, we have the Silver Auto. Very, very nice card. Picked this up a couple of months ago now. Love this card. Love the silver. I wish it was a sticker. It wasn't a sticker auto, but we can't win them all. But one of my favourite cards in my collection. Big things from OG. Currently leading the league in steals, I believe. Came back against the Bucks after injury and I was about to say locked up, be honest. He still got 35. But go and watch the last 5 minutes. Clamps. Nothing but clamps. Then we have the Fast Break Disco. Very similar card. Auto. Sticker auto again. I've got so many OGs. They're hard to choose, but I thought these were probably my best 3. And last but not least in the OG category, we have the Blue Cracked Ice Prism numbered to 99. Can't wait to get more of these. I've picked some up, other cards of OGs recently, but they're currently over in the States. Watch out for the future when I do a big reveal video when I get that shipped over. So now Justin Jefferson and OG are out of the way. There's only one man left. See if you can guess who it is. It is Pascal Siakam, Spicy P, the 23rd pick in the 2016 draft. All-star starter. All-NBA selection. Holo rookie. Auto. Rookie signatures from Optic. Beautiful card. The holo just makes it pop. The signature, I love his signature as well. The Spicy P signature. Whew. Getting a little bit hot just thinking about it. And I've just dropped it. It's all good. Then, similar to OG, we have 3 of his Prism cards. All lined up nice there. First of all, I'll hide that one because that's the favourite. We've got the Red Wave. The Red Wave goes so nice with the jersey. Just makes the jersey pop. Beautiful, beautiful card. All of these, by the way, as far as I can tell, are in perfect condition, which is why I'm in no rush to grade them. They'll just sit in mags and look pretty on my shelf. After that, we've got the silver. So a funny story about the silver, somebody actually tried selling me this as a base, and I had to point out to him there was a silver. We came to an agreement where I paid him slightly more, but less than the silver price because he didn't know. But a very fortuitous pickup. Beautiful card. It is just beautiful. The silver is so nice. Every pack silver parallel goes for a ton because everyone loves the silver. And the second to last card we've got is the Blue Wave. These cards must have been so cheap back when he was drafted 23rd. No one knew the player he would become now. And look at him now. Numbered 73 of 99. Goes with the other blue to 99 I've got of OG. And that completes the Pascal Siakam. These are my favourite cards I've got in my possession at the moment. Now lastly, this card was pulled by Eric over at King of Hoops. I'll leave his link in the description. He's also a breaker in the UK. And anyone that knows me knows I always go for the Raptors in any break I'm in. I got very lucky and managed to hit this card. Fred Van Vliet, numbered to 8. Illusions, Red Mojo, Chinese New Year, parallel. This card looks incredible. As you can see, it is... Will that focus? Let's get it to focus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Focus for me. Focus for me. It's not focusing. Oh well. Right. This card, there you can see it. 4 of 8. With the Raptors uni, with the hollow foil on it, looks incredible. The best Van Vliet card I have by far. And this card just means more to me than any other because I pulled it in a break. It wasn't bought, it wasn't sent my way. I just got lucky for once. So this card definitely takes pride of place in my collection. And that sums up the top 10. We've got some Fred, we've got some Pascal, we've got some OG, and we've got a little bit of Jefferson as well. Let's get them all lined up nicely there for you. And that's the top 10 in the PC at the moment. And there we have it. There are my cards that I'm going to send to PSA to be graded. Fingers crossed for 10s on the board. I always say, expect 9s, hope for 10s. That way you should have all your bases covered. And there are 10 cards that are my favourite in my personal collection. Let me know who your favourite player is or what card you aim to get in your personal collection one day in the comments. And stay tuned because in a couple of days' time, we'll be dropping our submission video showing all of the cards that you guys have submitted for our first PSA run. I've been Jim. This has been Jim Sports Cards. Take care.